Welcome to the Consulting Success Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Zipursky. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into the world of elite consultants, where you'll learn the strategies, tactics, and mindset to grow a highly profitable and successful consulting business. Hey, it's Michael, and welcome back to another bonus solo cast. And I would love if you could drop a quick note and let me know if you're enjoying these bonus solo casts. They're a little bit different than our typical interviews, but I hope that some of the insights and ideas that I'm sharing with you are adding value. Reach out to us at info@consultingsuccess.com and let us know. And of course, if there's a topic that you'd like us to explore or someone that you'd like us to interview on the podcast, just reach out and let us know at info@consultingsuccess.com. So today, I want to talk about the appearance of success, because the appearance of success isn't always real. I've had the honor, the pleasure of interviewing and speaking and working with people who have the appearance to the outside world of being fantastically successful in the areas of finance and business, meaning that it appears that they are financially successful, that they are very successful in business. You look at their websites and they're filled with logos. They have big client names. They're very good at marketing, right? They've created the appearance that they are successful, that the media features them everywhere, that they work with big names, that they've had this illustrious academic background, all these things that when the outside world looks at, we go, wow, this person is accomplished. But here's what I've discovered. And it's not something that's talked about very often, but I think it's important that you know the truth. And the truth is that many of these people, when you dig a little bit beneath the surface, you actually find out that while their appearance on the outside is one of great success, they're struggling deeply inside. And I'm not just referring to struggling from a lifestyle and a relationship and a personal perspective, although that can often happen. What I'm really referring to is that the appearance of financial success, when you dig beneath the surface, is not real. Their revenues are low. And much more commonly, their profit level is extremely low. I see people every day on social media touting, they've generated millions of dollars, this, that, and the other, and how successful they are. What they don't tell you is actually how much profit they're keeping, right? They don't talk about how, yes, they've generated $1 million, but they're only taking home $50,000, right? They don't tell you that, yes, they have a $2 million business or a $3 million business, but they have 40 or 50 employees and they're overwhelmed and they don't have good systems and they're not really making much progress and their revenues have been like that for the last 3 years. They've actually declined. They don't tell you that because from the outside, the appearance, which they've done a great job of keeping up, is one of great success. And I'm not sharing this to knock any of those people. I'm sharing this because I don't want you to compare. It's easy to compare what you see in the world and say, oh, look how successful that person is, and look how much I still have to go or how I'm struggling. The reality is that you may actually be much further along than you think. You may actually have a business that is more profitable than someone else. You may actually have a lifestyle that is significantly more rewarding than someone else. You might be enjoying a greater relationship with your kids or with your spouse than someone else. You see, the grass is not always greener, although we tend to think that it is. What I want to encourage you to do is to focus on getting things right in your business. Get a solid system in place. Don't worry about what the competition is doing. Sure, it's good to have an idea, to look at them every once in a while, but don't judge and don't make decisions based on what you see other people doing. Again, get the right system in place, one that is going to actually help you to move forward, and then keep taking steps, keep implementing, keep taking action. And as you consistently do that, as you improve ongoing, what will happen is that you will continue to build something that is better, something that is more rewarding, something that you enjoy more. But it should be aligned with what matters to you, not what matters to someone else. And so I think the big message that I just wanted to share with you today, because I've seen it so often where we look at someone and we go, wow, look how amazing they are. Look how successful they are. They have this, they have that. Look at all this stuff that they're sharing. I have such a long way to go. I'll never make it. And I remember this because when I started getting into the consulting business 19, almost 20 years ago, I remember really having that imposter syndrome. I remember really feeling like, I don't know if I'm worth like being here. Can I really pull this off? Can I really be successful? Look how long of a way I have to go. Why would someone ever want to hire me when they have all these other options of other people? But now as I fast forward and again, I've had the opportunity to interview and work with hundreds of people. What I've actually seen is that outside appearance is not always the truth. And it's not that someone is trying to lie to you intentionally. I don't believe that is the intention that people have. But people obviously put out the best appearance that they can muster up. I'm sharing this with you because I don't want you to compare. I think when you compare, you're focusing on what you don't have. And instead, you should be focusing on what you do have and continue getting better, better, and better, right? Your quest should always be to improve, but don't do it by sacrificing what is meaningful to you just because you see that something is working or on the surface appears to be working for someone else, because that may not be the reality. The only reality is your reality. I hope that you are finding value in these insights and ideas that I'm sharing in the solocast and in the interviews. Again, reach out. Let us know if you have feedback, if you've enjoyed one of these, if you have questions, if you'd like to hear someone else on an upcoming podcast as well, at info@consultingsuccess.com. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the Consulting Success Podcast. For more episodes and to subscribe, rate, and leave a review, head on over to iTunes. And if you'd like to develop consistent lead flow and a highly profitable consulting business, learn more about our coaching programs at consultingsuccess.com.